This Bolivar Liberators sports broadcast is made possible by these great sponsors. Be sure to tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator Athletics and support of our kids. These sponsors are Bank of Missouri, Bolivar Recreation Center, Southwest Sewer and Septic, Ankrum Law, Mid-Missouri Bank, Warwick Electric, Citizens Memorial Hospital, Roten Clean Works, CNC Farm and Home Supply, Winfield Tax Service, Hometown Furniture and Mattress, Bolivar Flooring, Butler Funeral Home, Bill Grant Ford, Black Rock Arms, Animal Care Clinic, Oak Star Bank, Farmers Market of Bolivar, and Bolivar Plumbing, Heating and Air. Thanks for listening to this Bolivar Liberators sports broadcast made possible by these proud sponsors. Tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator Athletics and the support of our kids.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bolivar Liberator Fieldhouse, where tonight the Bolivar Liberators take on the Springfield Catholic Fighting Irish. Matt Hindenburg here along with Josh Berry will be bringing you all the action live from Liberator Fieldhouse. And Josh, this is a team that we are very, very familiar with. They were in our conference for a long time. We've had some great battles, some great rivalry right here. Catholic a little bit down this year. They're pretty small. They don't have that one guy, that I can't remember that kid's name. He beat us every year.
Yeah, he
number
had
33.
Yeah, he had our number. He could shoot. He had good size to him, and they've done some dirty stuff to us over the years. Just we had really good teams. They kind of took us out of that playoff run, and they are kind of down this year. I mean, the record doesn't really reflect that. I mean, they're showing 15-9 as their record. We're 18-6, but I think they're playing a little bit different schedule than we do.
They're not playing up quite as much as they did. And even their numbers are a little bit lighter than they have been in the past. So, and that's what you got with the private school. You get waves of more kids, less kids, better kids, whatever. So, but it should be a good contest here tonight. As Josh mentioned, Springfield Catholic 15-9. They average 69.4 points a game. They give up 63.5. Something's got to break here because Bolivar's averaging 63.8, but they're only giving up 49.5. So you look for a little bit better defense against Catholic to get them out of their normal scoring average.
Exactly. And just talking about it, some of the wins and losses that Catholics had, of course, they lost to Marshfield back at the Seymour Winter Classic, 88-95, and we kind of handled Marshfield. Took us a little bit to get there, but we ended up handling them pretty easily. They also lost to Carl Junction 58-74, and we beat Carl Junction again with a considerable margin there. So if we take care of business tonight, Matt, we should do well, but we're still going to have to bring some good basketball.
Well, both teams have wins over West Plains, Fair Grove, and Buffalo and Aurora. Also, Stratford beat Catholic 59-57, and we handled the Indians 62-46. So if you go by scores, but you can't do that. You got to play the game, and you never know who's going to be hot and who's not and whose night it is. But the Liberators coming off a great victory Tuesday night right here at Bolivar Liberator Fieldhouse as they got the conference win. Gosh, now I can't even remember who they played. I sat here and watched it, but you called it. It was senior night.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness, you're going to test me here. It was that was the Branson game. My goodness.
Yeah.
Don't test me like that. Yeah, so that was the third time we faced Branson, 2 times in a tournament, and that was our conference win, and that was a huge conference win. It still stings a little bit that we lost to Hillcrest. Otherwise, we'd be undefeated in the conference. No surprise that we've got a tough matchup next week against Rogersville to finish that conference out. But
they are undefeated in the conference.
And it stings that we couldn't go into that undefeated. But, hey, let's see what we can do with these next couple of games.
Well, and you got to take care of business here tonight against the Springfield Catholic Fighting Irish. This game is brought to you by Mid-Missouri Bank, and we'll be talking about all our sponsors as the night goes on, as the Liberators and the Fighting Irish warming up. For this one, like I said, it's been a great rivalry the last probably 12 years. We started even before we got in the conference with them, and it just kept going. And then we've had them as district foes for a long time. And like I said, they got us once in there. We got them once in districts. So great contest. Also, I noticed a change on their coaching staff. They've had some pretty high-name coaches sit that bench over there. Most recently, was
They had Hunt there for a while.
they also had Tony Armstrong, who is a Hall of Fame coach. They had the Nixa coach,
Osborne.
Jay Osborne, but they're coached by Carlito Labardo. Assistant coach is Alex King and Grant Candlebender. And that's a name I remember. I can't remember where he played, but he was a baller back in his day in high school. Remember calling him in a game somewhere. Of course, the Liberators head coach Robbie Hoyt. And we had a big crowd for senior night Tuesday, and not so much here tonight. Pretty small crowd in Liberator Fieldhouse. And this is a makeup game, so that may be a little bit of it.
It's a little bit of a schedule change. I think originally we were supposed to go to Catholic, and so kind of an odd night for the boys to play, it being a Thursday night. But we do get another home game out of it. Not sure what the conflict was, but apparently we have to play tonight and play here. Speaking of playing here, freshmen played earlier today. They were tied with about a minute to go, and it just kind of, you have to start fouling people and free throws and stuff. But they ended up losing 48-54, and then just wrapped up watching the Futures whip up a little bit on Catholic, 70-43.
And it wasn't that close.
Yeah, and it felt like it should have been a big margin in the first half, and the Catholic hit some threes, but we finally.
It was a 2-point ball game or 1-point ball game at half. Yeah.
And then sometimes we just start slow, but we came out of it and took it to him. Dorian Gonzalez had a night. He shot, I think he had 22 points and shot quite a few threes. And other than that, really good balanced basketball.
And that's what the Liberators are going to need tonight. When we have four guys in double figures, we usually win the ball game. We had that against Branson, where we were close. We had 3 and 1 with 9, but we need for everybody to score. We should have a height advantage on these guys and also a more physical advantage. Our guys aren't real big, 6'2", 6'3", but pretty physical. And the Branson game was very physical.
Yeah.
My gosh, that was a killer. And after West Plains came to town, I think everybody saw, even though we beat West Plains, just beat up Ingold. Just beat him up and foul him. That's what Branson did. We were still able to come up on top. Branson had the lead for a long time. We finally fought back and got it. And all 3 of our games with Branson were kind of like that. One team had a bigger lead. The other team came back to win on all of them.
But that seems like ever since the second half of the blue and gold against Branson, that's been their mission, and it's paid off a little bit for them, because that second half of the blue and gold, they came back and the refs finally started calling some of those fouls. Of course, Branson didn't like any of it. They were being pretty aggressive, but if they don't really kind of check that a little bit and kind of keep him off of Ingold and really anybody else on our team, it's hard to beat. I mean, they're going to just beat him up until they finally get a foul called.
Well, we saw that in the West Plains game that I called. I mean, the first half, they just let them beat the snot out of them, and then the second half, they started blowing the whistle. They had to, because it was getting out of hand. Bolivar thought, well, they went at halftime, hey, they're going to let us play, start beating on them. We did. Then it got a little bit out of hand. The officials started blowing the whistle. And then that really took Branson out of their game and West Plains.
Just a few things kind of looking forward to. Again, we got 2 games to take care of first. District seeding is not quite out yet. I think it came out for the smaller schools, maybe the first 3 classes, but class 4 and above, still not out yet. But I imagine I'd be very surprised if it wasn't Rogersville 1 and us 2. And then I think it's really just a question of where the next 4 fall.
And where is our district at?
We are hosting that district.
Okay.
Yep. So if I'm going to go off memory here, but it's Rogersville, us, Warsaw, Buffalo, maybe Mountain Grove, and I'm missing the 6th one there.
I'll just look it up here real quick.
But again, I think only a couple teams, maybe us and Rogersville, have a winning record in that district. But we've got to play well. We want our target's to try to get a shot at Rogersville, but we got to get past the first round or 2 to make sure we do that. To get that last team there. Here, I can also try to look, see. It doesn't list the names there.
I got it right here. Okay. The Bolivar, Buffalo, Log Rock, Mountain Grove, Stratford, and Warsaw.
Yeah, of course, Stratford. I knew that one.
We have wins over Buffalo and Stratford already. Hopefully we get a win over Rogersville. That'd be Nice.
You got to pick. If you're going to get them once, you kind of want it to be that district.
And Rogers was a team that took third in the Tournament of Champions and had only lost by 2 to the eventual winner. I mean, that is a very good ball team.
I mean, there was a chance that they could have actually upset that team. And then when you're in the winner's side of that, you just never know what's going to happen at that point.
So, well, we got about 3 minutes till game time, and I don't know. I don't see the junior.
They are there. They're hiding back there, but they're here.
And we had a request to show the national anthem, but not only are we on video on MoSports.com, we're also on Your Country 99. And I have a lot of people say to me, Josh, you're calling the game like nobody can see it. And I said, well, some of our people are listening on the radio.
Yeah,
so when we have the national anthem, that's dead air time for about 6 minutes by the time they bring the junior ROTC in, they sing. And that really doesn't work on radio.
Yeah, and it's not just the actual singing of the anthem, but there's absolute silence from the time they walk in, and then there's probably another 30 seconds or more of them walking out, and that's just really tough for radio.
And I'll continue to call because we do have radio listeners, and actually, we have a lot of people, and I do this myself. I watch it on my phone. I have it on because I don't have a radio.
Yeah.
But I can listen. I'm listening more than I'm watching. I'm doing something.
And then you hear something, and you go, I'm going to go back
and watch it. And don't forget, they are archived. You can go back. You can spin them back. Somebody the other night in the West Plains game said that I mentioned that they leg swept Ingold in the backcourt. He passed the ball over the timeline. The kid just leg swept him, knocked him to the ground. I caught it out of the corner of my eye because I was following the ball. And they're like, I couldn't believe that was true. So go back and watch, and in the corner of the video, there it is. They saw it, and they're like, well, you were right. He just did that. So, But
it's nice. I mean, we've kind of grown over the years. I know you've done versions of this over the years, but, I mean, the program to have something like this with the quality we have, it's something special, and these kids can go back and watch those for years to come.
Well, and if the Copper Pirates we haven't had any internet or cell service at our house because somebody came and pulled the copper wire out for about a quarter of a mile.
That's ridiculous.
We have had no cell service, no internet, and it is a really, you get used to that. It's a pain in the butt. So
it's tough.
We're going to send it back to the studio as we get ready for the national anthem. We'll be right back with the opening tip-off. You're watching Bolivar Liberator Basketball on MoSports.com, listening on Your Country 99.
You're listening to 99.1 KYOO halfway, 1200 AM KYOO, and 102.9 K275 CD Bolivar.
Mid-Missouri Bank has crossed another huge benchmark. They've paid their Midmo customers more than $8 million in Casasa rewards. Join Midmo in the race to $10 million. Get in on your share of the earnings today. Whether it's cash back on debit card swipes or a high interest rate on checking and savings account balances, Midmo Bank pays you for the spending activity you're probably already doing. You deserve more for your money. How does more money sound? Open an account in minutes at openaccounts.midmobank.com. Mid-Missouri Bank. Member FDIC.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
What would happen to your kids, home, finances, or even your business in an unexpected life event? At Ankrum Law, we understand that planning for the future is a gift to your loved ones. This is Jesse Ankrum, and I'm ready to help you secure your legacy with expert guidance in estate planning. From wills to trust, we provide comprehensive solutions tailored to your unique needs. For more information or to book your free estate planning consultation, visit AnkramLawFirm.com. Ankrum Law, helping you protect what matters most.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
No matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is here. We know a better life begins with a secure financial future. As a community bank, we work with you to understand your priorities and the changes that affect your finances. So wherever life takes you, we're here to help, just like we have been for 130 years. Get started at bankofmissouri.com. Live well, play well, bank well.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
BlackRock Arms has moved. Find the best deals on guns, ammo, optics, knives, and more at 2270 Springfield Avenue, right next to Ace Hardware in Bolivar. Same great service, now with more space to explore, from days out on the range to outdoor adventures. BlackRock Arms has you covered. Visit in-store or online at blackrockarms.com.
BlackRock Arms, your punch up Patriots!
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bolivar Liberator Fieldhouse. As they're just about to get the colors out of the gym, the junior ROTC doing a great job. And we're ready to play some ball, Josh.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get started. I think we're going to do the starting lineups. I can get the Springfield Catholic here.
Okay.
So they've got a 6'1 senior, number 3, Ryder Rowden, a 6'2 senior, number 11, Case Cunningham, 6'3 senior, number 12, Miles Elliott, 6 foot senior, number 15, Jack Morrison, and rounding it out, a 6'2 sophomore, number 22, Jet Lewis. So 6'2, 6'1, 6'2, 6'2, 6'3. So decent size there, but a similar lineup to us height-wise.
So, and Ryder Rowden's one I remember from when I was calling before. As a sophomore, he played some and was pretty good. Had a little brother. He was number 13 on the JV that scored a lot of points. He's also on the varsity roster. They're pretty good ball players. For your Bolivar Liberators, it's going to be Colton Engel, number 1. He is a 6'1 junior. And Lucas Polk, number 5, a 6'3 senior. Matthew Giglio, number 10, a 6 foot senior. And Canyon Adams, a 6'2 senior, number 15, and Wyatt Campbell, the 6'3 senior, number 22, as they play the hype video. Is that what you call it?
I'd say it's a hype video, yep.
We didn't have that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We didn't have video when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Radio was just coming out.
Yeah, radio was just coming out. But, so they play the hype video. The Liberators will be in the home white uniforms with the blue numerals, gold trim. Springfield Fighting Irish in the dark blue with the green numerals and yellow trim. As they introduce Engel, Polk, Giglio, and I think it's Country Club Day for the super fans, but it's kind of a mixed crowd.
It's a mix. It's all over the place. What? Cowboy versus Country Club. So you can choose one of the. I was going to say it can't be just one of them, because some of that.
I see a lot of. I'm not going to call those cowboy hats because I see one real cowboy hat. But I see some hats that look like a cowboy hat, but as a cowboy, I wouldn't call them a cowboy hat. If I walked into some place and somebody was there and I wouldn't say, "Hi, cowboy," I'd say, "Gunzel, get out of my face." So Campbell will jump center against. Can you see the number? I can't.
Yeah, I think that is. Is that Elliott? No, 11.
11.
Case
that is
Cunningham.
Case Cunningham. And the Liberators control the tip. Engel in the ring with the ball. Man-to-man defense by the Fighting Irish. They come high post to Polk. Kicks it in the corner to Giglio. Down low to Campbell. He got the seal. Oh, doesn't fall. Gets a rebound. Puts it back. No good. Gets another rebound. And the third time's the charm. Liberators draw first blood with 7:41 on the bunny by Wyatt Campbell. Oh, he stepped over the line.
Yeah. I think Wyatt just wanted some rebounds there.
He's trying to Rowden up top. Gets the ball to Morrison. Morrison's a name. A lot of Morrison's gone through that Catholic program. Had a big kid a few years back. Morrison, about 6'5", and a great athlete. Now they come near corner to Rowden. He tries driving baseline, blocked off by Giglio, gets it over on the far wing. Pump fake there by Elliott, back up top to Rowden. Drifts to the near side off the high post. Pick. Tries to drive the lane, loses the handle. Campbell comes up with the 3-on-2 near side to Giglio, skips it over to Polk. A little bit too hot. He was not able to get the shot off, and he'll send it up top to Engel. In the near corner to Canyon Adams, back to Engel. He calls out the offense. I think Campbell could probably get that seal down there all day long.
Well, they just went to zone, and I think they learned their lesson on that first.
And they get Engel trapped. He gets it to Adams. Now they swing it around the horn. Giglio, far side over to Campbell for 3. Boom!
There you go. So we're just going to have to see whatever defense they put at us and adjust.
Well, we can shoot the threes from the outside if they want to go zone.
Exactly.
They work it in down low to Cunningham. Kicks it back up top. 3 ball no good by Elliott. Rebounded by Engel. He works off the pick from Campbell. Penetrates. Kicks out to Polk. And he hits the Giggle. Boom! Another tray. And it's 8-0 with 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. The Liberators are on fire offensively.
I'm not sure how many more defenses they can try.
Yeah. Well, the man-to-man didn't work. The zone hasn't worked the last 2 times. Rowden trying to penetrate comes over near side to Cunningham instead. He gets a pick. Drives baseline near side, blocked off by Canyon Adams. Up top, Giglio tips the pass, goes coast to coast, off the window and good. And we're going to have a timeout by Coach Carlito Lombardo. And that is a Blackrock Arms timeout. And all Liberators in the early going, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. And wise timeout there by Catholic. Nothing doing for them so far, but everything to credit. Credit all goes to the Liberators. Our pressures, they can't handle our pressure on defense, and we're really just exposing their defense on the offensive side, really any chance we get.
And this is the Citizens Memorial Hospital first quarter. They bring the first quarter every game to you.
I'd like to see, so sometimes we'll do this, Matt, and then we'll just kind of almost sit back on our heels and let them come back. I'd like to see us
put the throttle down and keep it down.
Absolutely.
So we're going to go with full court pressure, too, as Ingold comes down to pick up on Miles Elliott. And they inbound the ball to Elliott. Liberators, man-to-man, I've seen Robbie play more zone this year than I've ever seen in all his years at Bolivar.
The first time I've ever seen zone, but
and they work it in down low, and a nice pass from Cunningham to Elliott, and he gets the first points of the night for Catholic with 5:13 remaining. 10-2 Libs. They got the lead and the leather. Far wing to Giglio, in the corner to Campbell. He penetrates, kicks it back to Giglio, skip past near corner to Pope. He had a couple nice threes the other night. Now they go in the far corner to Ingold, wide open for 3. Boom!
Yes, another one.
So 3 threes for the Liberators and 2 little bunnies, and it's a 13-2 lead. Polk almost gets that stolen, but he can't hang on. He tipped away from Jack Morrison.
Good pass by Giglio, cross-court pass to Colton for that three-pointer. I do see some of our passes are just kind of off the mark, and it makes all the difference in letting them get a shot or not. When we do get it, I know, it gets you off balance, and you can't get that shot.
Coming near side is Lewis. He tries to dish it down low to Rowden. It's tipped out of bounds by Adam. No, they're going to say went off of Rowden, so Liberator ball.
That's absolutely the right call. Catholic doesn't like it, but that's the right call.
Engel works it down, hands off to Giglio. He drifts back towards the center. Over in the far corner to Campbell. That's a perfect example. That pass was just off. Campbell
may have been able to shoot it if it would have been on target.
Now they come to Engel near side. That one was good. Boom!
I'm telling you, give a good pass to these guys, they're going to knock it down.
And they're just leaving them wide open in the corners, and we're getting that opposite side look. And three-pointer here on the near wing for Catholic by Cunningham, no good. And it was tipped back in.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been good, but that rolled in.
Oh, it did roll.
It did go in.
I looked down to see it.
Yeah, it bounced way high and then fell in somehow.
Pope top of the key now for the Liberators. Has a little trouble, gets the ball to Engel. Dishes back to Pope, but Engel thought he was going to zig and he zagged, and they throw it out of bounds.
A little miscommunication.
So the first turnover of the night for the Liberators with 3:44 left to play here in the first quarter, up 16-5.
And you talked about balanced scoring. We got one guy with 6, one with 5, and another with 5.
There we go. Got 3 of them on their way to double figures.
I like it.
If they stay in that zone, we're going to have a lot more. Giglio, he can shoot the 3. Polk has done a good job shooting the 3.
Yeah.
And Rowden penetrates. It's in and out, no good, and off the hands of Adams as he and Engel were fighting for the rebound.
Yep.
I called a game with Dwayne, and that might have been the West Plains game. And Polk shot a 3, and I was like, he's got to shoot that. And Dwayne's like, well, he's not that good. Well, he winds up making 3 in a row. Then I'm like, hey, yeah, he needs to shoot that.
Yeah.
And we got a foul as Engel tried to steal the ball away.
It's going to be against Catholic.
And it's going to go against Miles Elliott. And that'll be his first personal.
I've seen Pope hit several 3s. I've seen all these guys. Robbie kind of preaches he wants 5 guards out there at any time, and really regardless of how tall somebody is, he wants them to be able to handle the ball. And I think that's the same thing for shooting too.
Bliss and Young checking the ball game, replacing Pope and Adams. They're going to call traveling on Bliss as he drug his pivot foot at the top of the key. So the second turnover of the night for the Liberators. And Case Cunningham over here talking to the official about watch them. They're pushing me.
Yeah. So Aiden Isley into the game, number 10 for Catholic.
And Elliott with the ball into the forecourt, comes near side to Cunningham. At the elbow, works off a pick. Good rotation by the Liberators on defense. Now Campbell steals the ball away from Elliott or from Cunningham, and he gets it to Young. And the Liberators back on the offensive. Driving is Giglio. Shot no good.
Goodness.
Campbell gets a strong rebound and puts it back for an and one.
The fact that he even got the rebound, let alone go ahead and put it up for a follow-up.
He had a Catholic player in front of him and back of him. They called a foul on Case Cunningham, and that'll be his first personal, second team foul. And Campbell at the line for an Ankrum Law free throw, and he drains it for the traditional 3.
We hit our free throws against Branson. Hope we do it again tonight.
And Rowden from the far corner for 3, in and out, no good. But the easy putback there by Jet Lewis, 19-7 with 2:46 remaining here in the first. Oh, Campbell has a seal down there. They switch back to man-to-man. Young on the far elbow. Top of the key to Campbell, near side to Giglio. Down low to Bliss, who got a good seal, and he gets the easy layup as his defender, Aiden Isley, slipped and fell to the ground.
Good seal, though, by Bliss. He really didn't have a chance once that ball got in there.
Well, Bliss, he had a really good game against Branson as well.
Yep.
3 ball from the far side, good. And draining the tray was Case Cunningham. Their numbers are hard to see. Now Cunningham comes up with a loose ball, stripped, and Engel gets it. So we turn it over, but we get it right back. And Giglio finds Campbell driving to the basket, and it'll be another and one as Campbell got the easy layup and draws the foul from Jet Lewis, and that'll be Lewis's first personal 3 team fouls. And Campbell at the line for an Ankrum Law free throw.
Yeah, good slicing pass by Giglio, and again, another finish by Campbell. He's so good around the basket. He's got good hands, really controlled when he goes up. So when he gets contact, there's still a good chance it's going to go in.
Harper Elliott and O'Shawn Summer Pierce checking the ball game for Catholic. Campbell's free throw is in and out, no good. Rebound handled by Jet Lewis for Catholic, and he'll work the ball to Harper Elliott. He comes near side to Rowden. Giglio on him. They shift. Now they work it over to Summer Pierce on the far side. Rowden for a long tray. No good. Rebound handled by Jet Lewis. He goes up strong. That's so good. And Bliss gets the rebound there. Works it down the far sideline. And he traveled. Yep.
Yeah, he was expecting Engel to be across the line.
Yeah. He just kind of took a stutter step.
Yeah, I think he hesitated because he thought it might be a backcourt if he threw it right away. And,
And they inbound in the backcourt to Harper Elliott. He brings it down, taps the top of his head to call out the play. Young on him. Gets it to Rowden at the top of the key. He drifts near side. Gets blocked off. Great defense tonight by the Liberators, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
And Liberators forced another turnover. They tried to get it to Rowden. They tipped it, and he got his hand on it but couldn't control it. And it'll be Bolivar ball with 1:09 remaining in the first quarter. Libs up 23-10. Campbell takes a seat. And to replace him will be Gonzalez, who had a great JV game.
He did.
I really like how he and Bliss are coming along. Gonzalez has been tearing up the JV. Bliss is making his presence known. 3 ball for Gonzalez. In and out, no good. Rebound by Summer Pierce for Catholic. They'll get it to Harper Elliott. To Rowden, down low to Summer Pierce. Kicks it out over on the far side. And they swing it around the horn now. Back to Rowden near elbow. He drives baseline, gets blocked off by Bliss. They're going to call a foul on Paul. And that'll be his first team foul on the Liberators, which is 39 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think the call there is maybe Bliss just kind of guided him out of bounds, but he had nowhere to go with that.
Yeah. Just kind of, the official kind of saved him with that whistle.
I think that was definitely a save there.
Elliott inbounds up top to Summer Pierce, and then he goes right back to Elliott. Almost knocked him down with the pass. Bliss with the steal, going coast to coast, and gets the defenders off his feet, and then checks up and then scores an easy bucket.
Still good intensity.
Yep.
Nobody's taking a play off.
We're not cruising. And Rowden driving, and he told you he's a good player, and that's a nice move to the rack, and he gets the bucket. 25-12 with 12 seconds left, and the Libs will play for 1. 8 seconds. Engel, top of the key, comes near side to Bliss. He's going to penetrate 2. He's going to have to get the shot off. He gets it to Young. He puts it up just shy, and after 1 quarter of play, it's Bolivar 25 and Springfield Catholic 12. We'll be right back with second quarter action brought to you by Roten Klingberg. You're watching Bolivar Liberator Basketball on MoSportsZone.com, listening on Your Country 99.
Looking to transform your home from the ground up? Step into Bolivar Flooring, where style, comfort, and durability begin. Discover the largest selection in town. Classic hardwood, modern vinyl, plush carpets, stunning tile, plus custom showers, backsplashes, and fireplaces. Find the look you love with expert help every step of the way. Walk on excellence, live in comfort with Bolivar Flooring. Located at Carlin Acres, just south of Bolivar off of Highway 13.
Hi, this is Mike Jones. Trust Bolivar Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning for expert home comfort solutions. From plumbing repairs to heating and air conditioning, our experienced team delivers honest quality and service. For reliable comfort, trust Bolivar Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Call 777-55-55. 777-55-55.
Welcome back to Bolivar Liberator Fieldhouse. Second quarter action just about underway. It'll be Adams, Ingold, Pope, Giglio, and Campbell for the Liberators. And Catholic will get the ball to start things off. It'll be Miles Elliott, Case Cunningham, Rowden, Summers Pierce, and let's see who the other one is over on the other side.
We've got... Man, their numbers are hard to see.
Yeah, they are hard to see. 3 ball by Elliott, no good. Fight for the rebound, and the ball's on the ground. Going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Bolivar.
Man, there was a lot of people going up for that rebound.
So Bolivar will get crack at it, trying to add to their 13-point lead. Engel will bring it down, being pressured by Miles Elliott.
Back to man-to-man.
Pope, top of the key, hands off to Engel. Kicks over in the far corner to Adams. He pump fakes a trade, drives baseline, now backs it out to Pope. Go to the rack right there, Pope.
Yep.
Giglio loses the handle, regains control, dishes down low to Adams, and he gets the bucket.
Tough angle. Way to finish on that.
First bucket of the night for Kenyon Adams. Now Engel knocks the entry pass out of bounds. Inbounding was Jet Lewis, and the intended target was Miles Elliott, but it goes out and they'll start it over again. Cunningham will inbound this time.
Every time,
full court pressure.
Yep. Every time they're in man-to-man, just look for that seal with either Polk or Wyatt Campbell down low.
And now they're going to get Engel on the call as he got a little piece of Miles Elliott with the body coming across the timeline.
I don't mind that foul at this stage because it's his first foul, but That's a tough foul if you're borderline in foul trouble.
And right back at it, that is going to be Elliott, guarded by Engel. They find Rodden at the top of the key. Works trying to get a pick, can't get it. They swing it back over to Elliott. Down low now to Cunningham. His shot no good. Rebound by Wyatt Campbell. And he'll find Giglio. Giglio into the forecourt, walks off a high post pick from Campbell, swings to the far side to Polk. He had a look at a three. Dishes down low to Ingold. He gets doubled up on and kicks it to Campbell near side. He's going to penetrate. And what a move by Wyatt Campbell. He lost the handle a little bit, but regained it.
It maybe worked to his advantage. Yeah. The defense didn't know what to do.
And Wyatt becoming quite the all-round player, shooting from the outside, playing in the inside. A lot of work by this group of seniors. Rowden for three, no good. And Pope gets fouled by O'Shawn Summer-Pierce as he did a good job of blocking him out. And Summers-Pierce kind of reached through him out of a little frustration. Young checks back in for Giglio for the Liberators.
You talk about Wyatt Campbell. I think he's probably always been a shooter, and where I think he's developed is that inside game as he gained some height. He's really matured down low.
Also, physically, he's just matured a lot from last year to this year. And you can tell he's got much more body control, much more strength.
Yep. And he's just a smart basketball player, too.
They inbound the ball to Polk. He gets it right back to Engel at the volleyball line. He's going to drive off the glass, no good. Rebound handled by the Irish up the floor, but Canyon Adams with a great steal, playing defense the whole time.
Cornerback right there.
They work it down low to Polk.
Go to it.
Go it. Yep. Don't put the ball on the ground. Go to the hole. Kicks it to Campbell in the far corner for three. No good. Gets his own rebound, though.
Shoot it.
Now they swing it near side to Adams. They'll get it to Young. Top of the key to Polk now. Trying to get Campbell open in the far corner. Instead, dribbles near side. Goes through the lane. And loses the handle, but there's Canyon Adams.
He's playing safety cornerback and just cleaning it up.
He gets his second bucket of the night, 31-12 with 5:14 left here in the first half. Rowden near side, trying to drive baseline. Finally gets there, but they're going to say fouled on the ground. No shot. And the foul's going to go against Canyon Adams.
But it does feel like, and I know each game's a little different, but it just does feel like the Liberators are starting to play some of their best basketball of the season, and that's exactly what you want. You just want to be playing your best as you go towards the end, and it feels like we're hitting on all cylinders.
Well, the other thing that I've noticed is our bench has gotten much better coming in. That spells us beginning of the season. Basically, we're playing five guys. Campbell gets knocked to the deck. They kick it out far side for Lewis. Three ball, no good. Rebound by Bliss. Outlet to Giglio. He's going to go to the rack, leans into his defender, and gets the bucket. Giglio with his 7th point of the night. Now Bliss on Elliott. Swinging in the far corner to Lewis. He tries to drive. I think we're going to get,
he's going to get a hook.
Get a hook.
Offensive call, and it's right. He did. He doesn't like it, but I could see it from up here.
Chant, you can't do that.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get a pretty good crowd for hosting this district, see if we can't bring the entire house.
Campbell beyond the arc, lobs it down low to Bliss. He can't quite hang on. Coming up with this Rowden, and we're going to get a reach-in foul on Rowden. It'll be the third on the Liberators in this quarter.
You can get that on Canyon Adams.
The second foul on Canyon Adams. And Lewis takes a seat for the Irish. And to replace him will be Aiden Isley. Isley, a 6'2 junior. And Catholic will inbound here on the near sideline. They inbound to Rowden. He gets it right back over to Miles Elliott. He stands between the rings, being guarded by Young. Back to Rowden near side. In the paint now. And back to Rowden. Three ball for him. No good. Weak side rebound by Bliss on a great job of cutting in there. He wasn't in position, but he moved to the bucket. Three ball for Giglio. In and out, no good. Rebound Bliss, but then stolen by Summer Pierce. And they skip it over here near side to Isley. They work it down low to Summer Pierce. He dishes over in an easy layup for Case Cunningham. And Coach Carlito Labardo calls a Black Rock Arms timeout with 3:36 remaining in the first half. His club down 33-14. That's a full timeout, so we'll send it back to the studio. You're watching Bolivar Liberator Basketball on MoSportsZone.com, listening on Your Country 99.
They've gone before us, they've taught us to live life to its fullest and to treat every moment as a precious treasure. Now it's time to celebrate their life. Hi, I'm Kyle with Butler Funeral Home, and we are committed to you and your family ensuring that every detail and personal wish is met for your loved one's funeral service so that you have time to reflect and celebrate the life. And with one of the largest chapels in Missouri, you can celebrate with plenty of friends and family. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home, located in Bolivar and Humansville, or online at butlerfuneralhome.com. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home.
Hey gang, before you know it's going to be 10 above and we'll be shoveling snow. The Answer Man at CNC has the answers for winter, like wood pellets for heating and grilling, stovepipe and accessories like door sealants, door gaskets, stove boards, and winter clothing that'll keep you dry and warm. And for your fur friends, CNC has a huge pet department too. If you have questions, CNC has the answers at CNC Farm and Home, Bolivar and Lebanon.
Hi, this is Donald with CNC Farm and Home Supply. If you have questions, we have the answers.
Welcome back to Liberator Fieldhouse. As if you're watching on the video, you saw Liberators turned it over, but come down and knocked it out of bounds. So it'll be Catholic ball here in the near corner. Inbounding will be Miles Elliott. Comes way up top to Case Cunningham. Back to Elliott. 3 ball for him. No good. Rebound by Bliss. That's 3 in a row for Bliss on the defensive end. Young dishes down low to Campbell. They double up on him. He finds Ingold at the free throw line. Then he's going to be fouled. And that'll be 3 on the Irish.
That's going against Summer Pierce.
O'Shawn Summer Pierce. Sportscaster's worst nightmare, hyphenated name. They dish down low to Ingold. He gets boxed up but makes a move. Shot no good. Rebound handled by Isley for Catholic. Rowden in the forecourt on the far side, spins through the lane, kicks near side to Elliott. He pump fakes the tray, tries to drive, blocked off by Giglio, hands off to Cunningham. Back in the near corner to Elliott. He drives, shot's no good, rebound handled by Bliss.
Yep.
4 trips in a row and misses by Catholic, and Bliss gets the rebound. Campbell in the near corner. Backs his man down, spins off the glass, no good. Rebound by Summer Pierce up the floor to Rowden. And Rowden with the layup and one as Bliss got him with the body.
Yeah, he was clean up top. Definitely got him on the body.
And even though, I always say this, if you take the big swing, whether you hit him or not, it's going to be a foul. They will call it. If you take and Bliss took the big swing. He got him a little bit with the hips, but even if he hadn't touched him with the hips, they would have called that when you take that big swing.
The only time they won't call is when you throw it about 20 bleachers deep.
You better have about 2 foot between you and the defender, because if you're even close. And Rowden knocks down the Ankrum Law free throw. Bliss and Campbell take a seat. Checking in Polk and Adams. Polk in the high post with the rock. Gets it back to Ingold. Ingold in the paint, kicks over to Young for 3. Oh, no, it's just short. Thought that one was going down. Rebounded, handled by Miles Elliott for Catholic. And they find Isley down low, but they double up on him as Pope ties him up. Jump ball, possession arrow favors the Irish.
Yeah, just a few offensive plays there didn't quite go our way, but keep your patience. Don't let up on defense, and we'll get some more chances.
So Catholic will inbound underneath their own bucket. They go over in the far corner to Jack Morrison. And he hands it off to Elliott. Now they come near side to Rowden for 3, and he drains it. 33-20 with 1:37 left to play here We haven't dropped our intensity, Josh, but we have had a little scoring drought.
For sure. Yeah, it's still up 13, but it doesn't feel like feels like it's been a little worse than that.
3 ball by Giglio, no good. Rebound off the hands of Ingold. And he's going to be fouled. And the foul's going to go against Morrison. I don't know if they called that on, they called it on Miles Elliott. That'll be his second personal 14 fouls. They inbound over the top to Polk, and he'll hand off to Ingold.
I'd like to see us seal somebody down low and get an easy 2. We've got Polk and Adams down there. Even Ingold could play that post.
He can post up down there. He penetrates, and they're going to call traveling on Ingold, so the offensive woes continue.
A little bit of a forced effort there. Move the ball around. We'll get an easier shot.
Just 8 points scored by the Liberators in the second quarter. We mentioned it. Their intensity's up. We just can't get the ball in the bucket. Campbell checks in, replacing Adams for the Liberators. Maybe he'll get the bucket to get us going here with 1 minute left in the half.
Maybe just a little impatience, I think, on the offensive side.
And to their credit, Catholic's going to pick up the intensity defensively as well. Game's gotten a little bit more physical. Rowden at the top penetrates. Misses the shot. Rebound batted around. And coming up with it is Young. He's tied up.
Nope, they're going to call foul.
They're going to call foul, you think?
Yeah, they will. And it's the right one. Catholic went all the way through him to try to get that tie up. It's going to go against 10
on Isley. And that'll be the 15th foul, so that will send Young to the line for an Ankrum Law free throw with 45.6 seconds remaining here in the half. Liberators looking to go up with these 2 free throws by 15.
One thing about Landon Young is you will not out-hustle that kid.
He's done a really good job coming off the bench, too. His game's picked up quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, on both sides of the ball, his defense is always intense, but he's been able to really shoot the ball well this year, too.
Does he look like he's 6'1"? No, if he's 6'1", I'm 6'4".
They've got it all whacked. My boys, I've got one that's about 6'1", and one's about 5'7", and they're both 5'10" on the program.
He makes both free throws, 35-20. Rowden up top, swings in the far corner to Case Cunningham. He tries to drive baseline, blocked off by Campbell. Young gets him in a nice slicing move by Isley, but he misses. Rebound, though, by Morrison. He puts it back forward the bucket with 24 seconds remaining.
Got caught standing there on defense. Too easy of a cut.
And the Liberators will play for 1 as Ingold crosses into the forecourt with 15 seconds. Picked up by Isley. Works off the high post pick from Polk. Spins through the lane, loses the handle. And Catholic comes up with it. Driving far side is Morrison. Kicks out to Rowden for 3 at the buzzer, but not even close. So after 1 half of play, Bolivar 35, Springfield Catholic 22. We're going to send it back to the studio. Catch up on some advertising. You're watching Bolivar Liberator Basketball on MoSportsZone.com, listening on Your Country 99.
Where can you and your family go to receive exceptional health care in the area? Who offers convenient family medicine and walk-in clinics near your home? Where can you go for comprehensive specialty care like orthopedics, urology, and heart care? The answer is CMH. At Citizens Memorial Hospital, they have the services your family needs to be healthy. For more information, go to citizensmemorial.com or call 417-328-6010.
Farmers Market of Bolivar is your go-to source for complete lines of animal and poultry feeds. Keep your livestock healthy and thriving with high-quality feeds tailored to their needs. Friendly experts provide top-notch advice to help you choose the right product. Whether it's chickens, cattle, or pets, Farmers Market of Bolivar has what it takes to support strong, happy animals. Located at 1184 East 460th Road, just off Highway 13. For dependable local feed and service that makes a difference, Farmers Market of Bolivar is your only choice.
How do we keep our prices so low here at Hometown Furniture and Mattress? It's simple. We are locally owned, keep our overhead low, buy in bulk by the truckload, and we operate limited hours. We do all this to bring you the best prices and best selection in Bolivar. From simple sofas to premium leather sectionals, from basic mattresses to premium mattresses on adjustable bases, we have it all. Living room, dining, and bedroom. Ask us about our financing made easy, no credit needed. Come see us at our new and expanded location just south of Bolivar on Highway 13. You can't miss us. Don't overpay. Take home today.
People choose Oak Star Bank for a number of reasons, from the high interest earning checking accounts all the way to a 30-year fixed rate farm loan. But really, it's our people that make the difference. Here at Oak Star, we believe that friendly service and a smile from hometown people that you know makes all the difference in the world. Come experience the difference a hometown bank like Oak Star can make. Oak Star Bank knows banking in Bolivar. Maybe it's time you get to know us. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Precision Small Engines, the name people have trusted for over 30 years for the sale, maintenance, and repair on steel leaf blowers and steel chainsaws. Carrying original manufactured parts and aftermarket parts, Precision Small Engines is sure to have everything you need to get you up and running again. Located north of Bolivar on Highway 13. Visit online at PrecisionSmallEngines.net.
Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
Roten Cleanworks. So what do? Let's make this simple. We stain and we clean. We stain decks, we stain fences, we stain houses, we stain concrete. We clean commercial buildings, we clean house exteriors, we clean fleets of all sizes, we clean equipment of all kinds. I'm telling you, we clean and we stain. Roten Cleanworks, it's what we do. Contact us today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bolivar Liberator Fieldhouse. It's halftime. Liberators 35, Springfield Catholic 22. Josh, you have some halftime stats for us that your lovely bride, Kim, has prepared?
Yes. Let's start with the Catholic Irish here. So overall turnovers, they have 11 and 10 team rebounds. Shooting-wise, from 2-point as a team, they're 50%. 12 attempts, only made 6 of those. And only shooting 25% from 3-point, 3 for 12 there. Individually scoring, Lewis with 2, Morrison 4, Cunningham with 8, and Ryder Rowden with 8. Over to the Liberators, a little bit better shooting from 2-point. We're shooting 63%, 16 overall attempts, making 10 of those, and 40% from 3, 4 for 10. And if you, I think we were perfect from 3 for the first few minutes of the game, and then just kind of went cold there, Matt. But I expect us to kind of turn that back on. 18 turnovers and 12 overall rebounds. Individual scoring for your Liberators, Landon Young with 2, Canyon Adams and Wyatt Bliss both with 4, Colton Ingold with 6, Giglio with 7, and Wyatt Campbell leading all scorers right now with 12.
Well, we talked about getting 4 guys in double digits, and we've got 1 in double digits, a couple, just a bucket or 2 away, so that bodes well. We also talked about the scoring averages. So the Liberators giving up 49.5 points at halftime. If the doubles were 44, we're going to hold them below that. And they've been averaging 70 points a game, so defensively the Liberators are doing a good job. And we're getting a few more points than what Catholic normally gives up. Most of that came early in the first quarter as we couldn't miss. They went man-to-man. Wyatt sealed. He got the easy bucket. They went to zone. We got a couple threes. They had to get it out of that real quick. And it's just 10 points in the second quarter for the Liberators, though, Josh. And so the intensity was there. They were playing the defense. We turned the ball over a lot in the paint. You mentioned about the passes being off just a tick, and they still were, and that caused problems because Catholic picked up their defense. So the Bolivar man that has to make the adjustment to get the pass that isn't quite on, gets the defender on him, gets a tip, all those things. So yeah, I'm sure Coach Hoyt will tell everybody, hey, let's clean it up a little bit on the offensive end. As you said, maybe a little bit impatient. Let's be more patient, get the good look, get the good shot, and get back into the scoring columns.
Yeah, for that kind of that first quarter, we were moving the ball around, and when we finally got a shot, it was a wide open shot that anybody in the field house would have been fine with taking. Kind of that mid to late second quarter, it felt like we were sort of pushing it into the paint with 2 or 3 guys on us instead of working that around. And no shot clock, take your time, and you're going to eventually get that gap, take advantage of it, go up, score, and then come back and play that Liberator defense. So a few adjustments, I'm sure, being made in the locker room there, but I'd say Robbie wasn't thrilled with the way we ended that first half. But we see what we're capable of when you look at the first part of it.
We talked about the boys district, the girls in Class 4, District 10, and the girls have been up in 5, we've been in 4s. There's been some changes. We're back in 4, basically about the same district for the girls. It will be at Rogersville. They've got a good team as well. They've got Bolivar, Buffalo, Rogersville, Mountain Grove, and Stratford. Stratford, a very good team. Rogersville, the number 1 team in the state in girls in Class 4 right now. So they're going to have a tough district as well, and a little more depth in that district than I think in the boys district, Josh.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got some absolute powerhouses with both Rogersville and Stratford. And it reminds me of the district. We talked about this, Tim and I did in the last program, that kind of Ozark conference, that Class 6 conference, or excuse me, that Class 6 district that has the Kickapoos, the Nixas, the Republics. And it's just like year after year, some top 5, 6 teams are in that district, and it just almost feels unfair sometimes when you put those guys together so early in the playoffs.
So, you look at the Liberators in 04, 05, you had Rogersville with Timmy Brown and Richardson. You had Bolivar with Cope Blair and Grabowski, and they didn't even win the district. Willard came in with Ryerson and Huskinson, and of course, to me, that was the golden age of high school basketball in the Ozarks. You had those teams. You had Singh, the 6'9" kid at Ozark, and you had the boy that played at Blue, that played at SMS or MSU. They had another kid named Kyle Weatherford there at Ozark, just a phenomenal team. You had the Kickapoo with the 2 brothers, and Tolliver played in the NBA.
The Laurie brothers and Tolliver.
And you had Devin Mitchell.
Yes.
I mean, the teams were just unreal, and it was all over the Ozarks. And of course, only 2 of those teams. At that time, we only had 5 classes. And so most of those teams were in the same district that we talked about. But I just don't know. And you had Branson at a 7-footer in Hill. I mean, that was some phenomenal basketball. Verona, Class 2 school, had J.J. Chua. That was Neosho was great. They had Cheney that played at MSU. I mean, there was just a lot of good basketball. And said only 2 teams came out of Southwest Missouri in Class 4 and 5.
Yeah, and it could kind of, if you look just on paper, you'd think, well, maybe we don't produce that much basketball in this neck of the woods, but completely the opposite. There's a lot of good basketball around here, and of course, you're going to face some really tough teams when you go to both Kansas City and St. Louis, but I mean, pound for pound, I think we do pretty well down here.
Well, and what you see in Kansas City and St. Louis is they take some of those suburb schools, even some of them in city in St. Louis. Kansas City's not quite as big, and they send those south to the southeast quarter. They send some north. They send some central, and so they don't eliminate everybody from St. Louis. Because if you're going to get one team out of St. Louis, one out of the Springfield area, one out of the Kansas City area, but they ship them down. And sometimes that hurts them, especially going down east. You've had the Sykestons and Poplar Bluffs that have had some really good big schools, Cape Central, but they do kind of break them up a little bit more, it seems like, in the metro areas.
Yeah, you talk about travel. When we went down to Carl Junction the other day, seeing that both Carl Junction and West Plains have to play each other, my goodness, that's a drive, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a long drive. Second half action underway. It'll be Ingold, Giglio, Adams, Polk, and Campbell. They get it to Campbell. He gets another seal. That's just the way we started the first half. On the floor for Catholic, it'll be Rowden, Cunningham, Miles Elliott, Jarrett Lewis, and there's a pick by Giglio. He's got Campbell behind him. He lays it off the glass, though, and finishes himself.
That's the way to start the second half.
And also Morrison Rowden driving up and under, and it's good. Polk on the near side, driving baseline. Finds Giglio cutting, kicks it over to Campbell on the far side. Good save by him. Spins, little turnaround, baby hook, no good. Rebounded by the Irish. The pass up to Rowden, picked off by Ingold, though. Adams in the near corner with it. Drifts towards the center, hands off to Ingold.
I like the patience. Wasn't quite there. We didn't force it, pulled it out.
We had Polk on the seal. Another pass that Campbell just had to take an extra second on. And we're going to have a foul on the Irish.
Adams went to pass that at the end. If he would have shot it, he would have gotten 2 free throws there.
Foul goes against, I believe that's Morrison. Yep, that is his first personal first team foul. And Engel will inbound underneath his own glass. Gets it to Adams. He pump fakes the trade near corner. Hands off to Giglio. Down low to Campbell. Being pressured by Jet Lewis. Out top to Giglio. 3-ball, no good. Long rebound handled by Case Cunningham for the Irish. They work it in as O'Shawn Summer-Pierce is checked in the ball game. Get it to him. Now top of the key to Rowden. He penetrates. Shoots over the top of Adams. Nice move there by Rowden, and he picks up his 12th point of the night. 39-26, Liberators with the lead. 6:19 left to play here in the second half. In the third quarter. Liberators doing a good job moving the ball. They try and force it into Campbell. It's tipped away. They find Rowden, and he'll get the easy layup. And they cut the lead now to 11.
Yeah, and again, just trying to put it somewhere instead of getting an easy pass. We're making the tough passes right now.
Adams tried to force that one a little bit there to Campbell. They work it to Polk in the far corner. Drifts up top, hands off to Giglio. Works off his pick, back to Polk. He puts up the tray ball. In and out, no good. Rebound by Summers-Pierce. They'll find Rowden. Rowden brings it down himself. Dishes down low to a wide open Jet Lewis. And if we don't convert here, I believe Robbie's going to have to call timeout, Josh.
I think he's going to give him an earful, too. Just kind of almost losing our space on defense, just unaware of a guy right next to us. Too easy.
Engel driving, dishes to Polk. He backs up, spins, puts it up, and he'll draw the foul. Could be on Summers-Pierce, could be on Jet Lewis. Receive.
I think they got it on Pierce, Summers-Pierce. Are we supposed to say all three of those names every time? I don't know.
The foul goes against O'Shawn Summer-Pierce, his third personal, 2 team fouls, and Polk at the line for 2 Ankrum Law free throws, and the first one is good. Polk with his first points of the night.
Robbie kind of letting his Liberators work it out on the court. And I don't think his leash is going to be too long if they make another mistake here.
As Bliss set to check in for Polk after this free throw. So right now, everybody who's checked in the ball game has a bucket except for Gonzalez, who had about a minute to play. Misses the second Ankrum Law free throw, but we get the rebound and we turn it over. They come near wing now to Cunningham in the corner to Miles Elliott, back up top to Cunningham. Campbell blocks him off. He pulls up from the free throw line. No good. Long rebound on the weak side by Campbell, and he'll hand it to Engel. We'll be back on the offensive. Up the floor to Giglio. Over to Campbell on the far elbow. Down low to Engel. Out to Polk. 3-ball for him. In and out, no good. Fight for the rebound between Engel and Jet Lewis, and it goes off of Engel. It will be Irish ball. Lewis will come in. Polk will take a seat.
Yeah, the way we started that second half, you thought we were just going to run away with it again, and then just Catholic chipping away.
And we're going to have a foul on Young as he was trying to tip the ball away from Miles Elliott. And that'll be the first foul on the Liberators, first on Young.
See if we can't make some defensive plays that convert into offensive opportunities.
Full court pressure by the Liberators. They inbound to Cunningham. Campbell on him. Finally into the forecourt. Oh, he just traveled. He just got the ball. Took about 3 steps before he dribbled. That's Miles Elliott with the ball. Comes to Rowden near side. They're going to get Giglio for a foul on Rowden.
Second team foul. Nobody in bad foul trouble yet on either side.
They inbound to Rowden. He goes in the high post, and they get it over to Cunningham. He misses the shot, rebounded by Young, landing up the floor to Giglio on the far side, hands off to Bliss. Near side now to Engel for 3. It's no good. Long rebound handled by Miles Elliott for Catholic. He tries to find Rowden cutting on the far side, had a little too much mustard on it, and it'll be Liberator ball. 40-30 with 3:46 remaining here in the third quarter.
Could have been something there on that pass, just a little too much mustard. Boy, when we're not hitting, though, we struggle.
Yep.
I mean, we're going to have to start hitting some shots.
Well, we need to do set some offenses to get it down low to our bigger guys like that.
Yep.
As Campbell got the seal on Jet Lewis, but Jet had to push him. So that'll be Lewis's third personal, 3 team fouls. And Isley checks out of the ball game. Checking back in will be Morrison. They inbound to Campbell. He gets his defender off his feet and one.
Yep. Good
great
play
entry
there.
pass and a great job by Campbell to get the defender off his feet.
Yeah, Cunningham just caught there staring. Anytime they stare at us like that, they're only looking at their man. They have no idea where the ball is. It's such an advantage to go up and get it.
Foul goes on Cunningham, his second personal 4-team foul, so we'll go to the stripe from here on out. And Campbell hits the Ankrum Law free throw for the traditional 3. He now has 17, leading all scorers. Now we're going to get Giglio with a foul. That'll be his second personal. Coming near side is Elliott, and he'll be fouled. They're going to call it on the ground, or in the act of shooting.
I think it's on the ground. Just kind of sloppy play on both sides, Matt. Feels like just sloppy fouls.
That foul goes on Landon Young, his second personal. 14 fouls now for the Liberators. They inbound over the top to Elliott. Now they get it to Rowden near side in the near corner to Cunningham. Landon Young are trying to got a little size disadvantage, and they work it to Jet Lewis, and he gets the bucket. They had a mismatch down there, and they took advantage of it. Ingold penetrating in the lane. Now picks up the dribble near corner to Young. 3 ball for him. Boom!
He can shoot it.
And
need a couple more of those to go down.
His 5th point of the night. 46-32. The lead is back up to 14. Ingold all over. Oh, man. Jet Lewis just took a shot. He set the pick on Ingold. Blindside pick. Ingold knocked him to the floor.
They're going to be a double foul.
Double foul down low as Ingold and Lewis still grappling down there.
Yeah, I think that was all coming from that pick that you talked about. I think some tempers were flaring, and it turned into a double foul.
So that's 5 on both teams now. Lewis will take a seat, and to replace him is Isley. Ingold will stay in the game. So should they both shoot free throws?
I think it's just kind of just erases,
Okay. They inbound to Isley, top of the key, near side to Rowden. He spins in the paint, kicks out here to Cunningham. Blocked off by Campbell on the baseline, throws something up, and they're going to call a foul on Campbell. Shot was no good. That'll be the first on Campbell. And 6 on the Liberators.
I think the reason you probably would do that, Matt, is if they both shot free throws, who would go first, and then who would have the advantage to get the rebound on the second?
On the double foul, wherever the possession arrow is where it goes, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I just don't think you would shoot free throws there necessarily, and you would just kind of erase it. But that's where I need somebody that knows the rules a little better.
And the first free throw by Cunningham is good, and the second one is no good, rebounded by Campbell. Ingold into the forecourt. He picked up his 1,000th point the other night. That little ceremony between the JV and varsity game. High post to Bliss. Back up top to Giglio. He drifts to the far side, looking for a pick from Campbell. They come near side to Bliss. Good patience by Bliss. He might have got away with the travel there. Kicks it back out to Young. They'll find Giglio. He picks up the dribble. They get to Young here on the near side. Up top to Campbell, and he's going to be fouled. That's going to go against Case Cunningham, and that'll be his third personal, and Campbell will go to the line for 2 Ankrum Law free throws.
And that was called from the complete opposite side of the court.
He was in the far corner, and they were up here on the volleyball line on our side.
I wonder if he maybe saw like a reach around that the other ref couldn't see. I don't know. We'll take it.
So Campbell with a chance to get to 19 here if he makes both of these. Canyon Adams set to check in for the Liberators. First one by Campbell is good.
Looks like Adams is coming in for Wyatt.
Wyatt's dad's homesick, and Dwayne's homesick. Mr. Medley must be homesick. He's not on the bench. I mean, I don't know how he can play without those 3 guys in the gym. Campbell hits the second one, and he's got 19, and Adams will check in for him. 48-33 with 1:43 left here in the third.
Did you check the golf course? It was pretty nice today.
Yeah.
Sutton may be out there.
It was too windy to play golf.
Yeah.
The temperature was nice, but the wind was brutal.
Yeah.
Rowden in the jump circle, being guarded by Giglio. Comes near side, picks up the dribble, skips it up top now to Morrison. He'll hand off to Elliott. Works off a little pick from Isley. He's got the forearm shiver going there. He pulls up and gets it to fall.
Had a little size advantage against Landon, just kept backing him up.
They've kind of got a mismatch down there a couple times with Landon. Now Rowden tips the pass, but Young comes up with it. Kicks over in the corner to Bliss, over to Giglio. He's got a little trouble hanging on to it. Regains control near side to Young. He pump fakes the trade. They're going to call traveling on Landon with 53.3 seconds left. I couldn't see his feet from this angle. Too many super fans.
Yeah, the super fans are in front, so I couldn't see if he shuffled or not. I think we're neck and neck in this third quarter. We started with a 13-point lead, didn't we?
It was 35-22 at the break, and it's 48-35. Elliott will bring it down, being guarded by Young.
There we go.
And a tip there by Engel, but Catholic comes up with it. They find Isley down low. It's partially blocked by Bliss, rebounded by Adams. And the Liberators with a chance to add to their lead here. Adams splits to the lane and gets the bucket.
May got a little bat on the arm, too, there.
So the lead is now up to 15. 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Rowden on the far side. He skips it over in the near corner to Isley. 3 ball for him, and he drains it. First points of the night for him. They don't even have him on the board up there. Engel, 4 seconds penetrating. Got away with the travel. Oh, he almost got it to fall. He took a Euro step. So after 3 quarters of play, it's Bolivar 50 and Springfield Catholic 38. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with the Hometown Furniture fourth quarter. You're watching Bolivar Liberator Basketball on MoSportsZone.com, listening on Your Country 99.
Sometimes it gets messy out there. When it does, call Southwest Sewer and Septic, your local heroes for emergency septic pumping, septic cleaning, and sewer line repairs. Plus, they now offer porta potties for your job site or special event. For more information, visit southwestsewerandseptic.com or call 417-326-4330. That's 417-326-4330. Southwest Sewer and Septic. They make the dirty work easy. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
You know what they say, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Well, that's great, except when it comes to electricity. Better call Warwick Electric, locally owned and operated since 2005. Warwick offers all types of electrical service, both commercial and residential, using top quality materials and following current electrical codes. They're fully insured and licensed, so you can trust them with your electrical needs. Don't do it yourself. Call Warwick Electric today at 417-327-3674.
Welcome back to Bolivar Liberator Fieldhouse. Fourth quarter action about to get underway. Catholic's going to get the ball to start things off. It'll be Isley, Miles Elliott, Rowden, Jack Morrison, and Case Cunningham for the Irish. It'll be Young, Campbell, Adams, Ingold, and Giglio for Bolivar. Elliott, top of the key, comes near side to Rowden. He drives baseline. Nothing doing there. Tries to pass picked off by Campbell. Good way to start the fourth quarter. Yep. We basically have been neck and neck since the first quarter. We talked about it at the break there, and that's why we have this lead. They outscored us by 1 in the third quarter, even up at 10 apiece in the second. The Liberators with the big lead in the first. Adams near side, hands off to Giglio. Back up top to Adams. Goes over the far side, finds Young. Down between the rings to Campbell, near side to Giglio. Skips it far side to Young. Open for the three, penetrates instead off the window and good.
Good baseline drive by Landon. Colton working down there, sealed it off.
52-38, seventh point of the night for Young, and we're going to have a reach in on Young.
That's the stuff I'm not sure I understand, Matt, with all the contact that goes on every single play, and then that gets called. It's just confusing to the players.
It always infuriated me. You could be in the paint, and it's literally hand-to-hand combat, and you go out and you hand check somebody's hip at half court, and it's a foul.
It's hard to know how to play.
Just don't reach out at the top of the key. And penetrating is Elliott. Shot no good. Rebound handled on the weak side by Adams. Up the floor to Engel. Over to Giglio, far side. Tries to dish it to Engel, but he's going to be fouled. Foul's going to go against Jack Morrison. That's his second personal, first team foul. And they're having a little bit of a conversation with Elliott. Official as they find Campbell wide open underneath. He missed it. And the rebound batted around. Rowden gets it. He finds Cunningham down the near side. He kind of loses the handle, has to regain control, finds Rowden, and he puts up the three, no good. Rebound by Canyon Adams. He works it down himself. Now comes England on the near side. Pulls up for a tray. No good. Rebound by Adams, but he's going to be fouled by Isley.
Good work by Adams.
He had great position there.
That last inbound, it worked perfectly. Yeah. Campbell was wide open. He went up and just couldn't bring the ball with him. He almost still made it.
See, it won't work again this time. They come up top to Young.
That's not a travel.
And they call a travel on Young. That's two of them they've called on him. I couldn't see his feet.
I don't agree with that. I don't know.
An inbound in the backcourt to Miles Elliott, and he'll bring it down. Elliott, a pretty good-looking athlete, 6'3" senior. He gets a pick, gets away from Young, now has nowhere to go. Top of the key to Rowden. Tries to drive baseline, far side, blocked off. Kicks it up top to Cunningham, back near side to Elliott for three, and he drains it.
Yeah, gambled a little bit there on a double team. Landon came over and tried to help, left his man open, and kind of paid the price there with that three.
Campbell penetrating and gets the layup. Nice move against Case Cunningham. And we got a timeout. Catholic?
Nope. Robbie took it. That's his first. A pretty good timeout there. Get a point there. Stop the clock. Talk to your team. He's got 4 more with 5:29 to go in the game. So I think that's a good usage of the Black Rock Arms.
We'll stay right here on the Black Rock Arms. I was going to try to get that in. And we forgot to mention C&C Farm and Home Supply. Yeah. They were the third quarter sponsor. Sorry, we got you in there now, though.
Yeah. Maybe that's why we lost that quarter by 1 point. Yeah. We didn't get our sponsor in there. But yeah, 54-41. And, I mean, Matt, does it feel like we should be up by like 25 or 30 if we really executed? It feels like we're missing a lot of opportunities on both sides of the ball, quite frankly.
Yeah, we just need to tighten it up a little bit is all you can say. The intensity's been there. They're playing hard. It's not like they're getting lackadaisical. It's just we're just off a tick.
Yep. Kudos to Catholic for hanging in there, though.
The inbound to Elliott. He'll bring it down. He's stripped by Bliss. Now comes near side, pushes Bliss from behind. Hands off to Rowden between the rings. Back over to Elliott on the far side. Top of the key to Cunningham. Now Rowden trying to penetrate. And no good. Rebounded by Campbell. He'll get it to Giglio. Giglio got nowhere to go. Comes near corner to Ingold, and he drives to the rack and gets the layup.
Good finish. That's a tough finish right there.
He got in a little deep. He was able to kind of get behind his head and finish.
Put a little English on it.
Isley, far corner, comes back over here to Elliott. He puts up the 3 ball, no good. Rebound by Canyon Adams.
Got him sealed.
They get it down low to Campbell, a little deep, but he fights and gets the bucket, and he's now got 23 on the night. And timeout by Springfield Catholic. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching Bolivar Liberator Basketball, MoSportsZone.com, listening on Your Country 99.
Navigating ever-changing tax regulations can be difficult, but not with the Winfield Tax Service. They've been serving Southwest Missouri for 60 years and are 4 generations strong. From individual to business tax needs, plus bookkeeping and payroll services all year round. They've got it all. Call 326-3326 or visit in person. Located on the northeast corner of the Bolivar Square. Winfield Tax Service, your destination for stress-free taxes.
Mid-Missouri Bank has crossed another huge benchmark. They've paid their Mid-Mo customers more than $8 million in Casasa rewards. Join Mid-Mo in the race to $10 million. Get in on your share of the earnings today. Whether it's cash back on debit card swipes or a high interest rate on checking and savings account balances, Mid-Mo Bank pays you for the spending activity you're probably already doing. You deserve more for your money. How does more money sound? Open an account in minutes at openaccounts.midmobank.com. Mid-Missouri Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Bolivar Liberator Fieldhouse. 4:24 left in this one. Libs up 58-41 over Springfield Catholic. Catholic with the ball after the timeout. Inbounding will be Jet Lewis. It'll be Lewis, Morrison, Elliott, Rowden, and Isley on the floor for the Irish. Ingold, Campbell, Giglio, Bliss, and Adams for the Liberators. And Elliott goes on the far side to Isley. Back to Elliott, tipped by Campbell, and he's going to be able to go coast to coast and one. Wyatt Campbell with 25 points on the night with a chance to make it 26 with this Ankrum Law free throw.
We're going to get that on Elliott. That'll be his third.
And that'll be 3 on the Irish as well.
Elliott was trying to get a push in the back to kind of push Campbell under the goal, not let him shoot, but my goodness, good job by Wyatt to go ahead and get that ball up and make it.
Morrison takes a seat for Catholic. In to replace him will be Summer Pierce. And Campbell hits the Ankrum Law free throw, and he's got 26 on the night for the senior big man. All over on Elliott. Great defense.
Senior big man playing defense at midcourt there, yeah.
Rowden now stripped of the ball by Giglio and off of Rowden's foot. And the Catholic fans, the few that are over there, do not like the call at all.
I don't know. They don't look that mad. They're just pointing at the ref. And
I couldn't see if it went off his foot or not. But
couldn't see it either.
I'm lucky to see myself in the mirror.
Are you?
Yeah. Even as big as I am. I thought it'd be my voice that gave out and I'd have to quit this job. It's my eyes that are giving out and I'm going to have to quit it. Ball tipped out of bounds, so Bolivar will inbound underneath their own bucket with 3:44. They get it into Campbell, up top to Adams, near side to Ingold. He thought about the tray, now backs it up to Giglio. Reset the offense. Over to Campbell on the left side. Hands up, nope, gonna hand off. He didn't. Now finds Giglio over there. Top of the key to Campbell. Shoot that ball. Over to Giglio. He shoots the 3. Boom!
There it is.
Giglio now with a dozen on the night. And Ingold all over Rowden.
It just seems like in no time we've extended it to 23 here.
Younger Rowden in the ball game for Catholic. He was their leading scorer in the JV. There's a long tray by Elliott, no good, and rebounded by the senior Rowden, and he gets the putback. Ingold up top being pressured by Elliott. Near side to Giglio, in the corner to Campbell. Back up to Giglio, far corner to Bliss. He thought about the tray. Penetrates in lane instead. Kicks to Campbell. Long 3 for him, and it's good.
Why not?
29 points for Wyatt Campbell on the night. He's been a scoring machine, a defensive machine, and a rebounding machine.
And see, aren't we glad we're doing this so his dad can see at home, see this game?
You know, his dad and I called ball games for a few years. Rowden with the little floater in the lane, 67-45 with 2:15 remaining. Willis on the far side. Gets in the lane. Little turnaround jumper. Short. Rebounded by Adams. We're going to get him on pushing off. And that will be the third foul on Canyon Adams and the second on the Liberators.
And Harper Elliott coming in. Is that the first time he's been in?
Yep. No, he checked in for just a little bit. I'm assuming he's probably Miles Elliott's little brother.
Okay.
Miles a senior, Harper a sophomore. And it looks like Coach Labardia is kind of calling off the dogs, and the 3-ball there, and they drain it for 67-48, and the Irish calls another timeout. We will keep it right here. That'll be a 30-second.
I mean, give credit Ryder Rowden with 21 points there. Just hit that 3. Good shooting by the senior there, 6'1" senior.
So it's a 19-point lead for the Liberators with 1:51 remaining in the ball game. Bolivar will have the ball after the Catholic timeout off the 3-pointer by Rowden. And the offense has picked up in the last 3 minutes here, Josh, and Liberators have kind of extended the lead.
Well, I mean, that second and third quarter, that's some of the, just not the shooting you would typically expect. And when they start going in, it just changes it, obviously. Full court
pressure, diamond press by Catholic, and Liberators break it as they get it over to Campbell. Now back up top to Giglio, and they'll reset. Polk in the ball game along with Bliss, Campbell, Young. And they get it in the corner to Giglio. He dishes down low to Bliss. He's like, he wasn't ready for the pass. Young in the paint, kicks out to Giglio. 3-ball for him, in and out, no good. Rebound out of bounds off the hands of Wyatt Campbell. I'd like to see him get one more bucket, get to the 30-point mark.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, I think Robbie's instruction is obviously to not take very many shots. I mean, an open shot wasn't going to be a big deal, but I think it's going to just run the clock out at this point.
As Campbell takes a seat with Giglio and Bliss, checking into the ball game will be Max Berry. You know him.
Yes.
And also
Andrew Tennyson and Ethan Bailey.
The younger Rowden, top of the key, kicks to his brother. Long range tray, no good. Rebound handled by Tennyson for the Liberators. He'll find Polk. And he gets doubled up on, but it gets across the timeline to Young. They work it in the corner to Tennyson. Back up top to Young. Back to Tennyson. They're trying to get him for a 3. Puts it up, no good. Rebound by Polk. Go up strong, Polk. He does. It doesn't fall. Weak side rebound by Summers Pierce. And the younger Rowden down and goes to the rack, and it's out of bounds off the rebound. Liberator ball with 32.6 seconds remaining. 67-48. And now some substitutions for Catholic and the Liberators going to get some more as Polk will take a seat. And as Gonzalez checks in along with Benberry.
The Irish, number 30, Rowan Chamber.
And basically both clubs with their JV on the court right now. Gonzalez, he had to have close to 30 points in the JV contest.
22.
They find him in the corner. They're not going to shoot. We're going to hold the ball. Unless they want Tennyson to shoot.
They're trying to get it in there to
Bailey. He gets tied up. We're going to have jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Liberators.
9.7 seconds. Robbie's calling something out. He wants to execute on a play here. Maybe,
Always coaching. They get it into Bailey. Back to Gonzalez in the corner to Tennyson. He puts up the 3 balls way short.
I think that got tipped a little bit.
Might have been tipped. Now Gonzalez picks off the pass. And that'll be the ball game. Liberators win it here tonight, 67-48 over Springfield Catholic. Bolivar goes to 19-6 on the season. Catholic falls to 15-10. And we'll be right back with the post-game show, the Warwick Electric post-game show, You're watching Bolivar Liberator Basketball on MoSportsZone.com, listening on Your Country 99.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
What would happen to your kids, home, finances, or even your business in an unexpected life event? At Ankrum Law, we understand that planning for the future is a gift to your loved ones. This is Jesse Ankrum, and I'm ready to help you secure your legacy with expert guidance in estate planning. From wills to trust, we provide comprehensive solutions tailored to your unique needs. For more information or to book your free estate planning consultation, visit AnkramLawFirm.com. Ankrum Law, helping you protect what matters most.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
No matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is here. We know a better life begins with a secure financial future. As a community bank, we work with you to understand your priorities and the changes that affect your finances. So wherever life takes you, we're here to help, just like we have been for 130 years. Get started at bankofmissouri.com. Live well, play well, bank well.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
BlackRock Arms has moved. Find the best deals on guns, ammo, optics, knives, and more at 2270 Springfield Avenue, right next to Ace Hardware in Bolivar. Same great service, now with more space to explore, from days out on the range to outdoor adventures. BlackRock Arms has you covered. Visit in-store or online at blackrockarms.com.
BlackRock Arms, your pawn-shop patriots!
Looking to transform your home from the ground up? Step into Bolivar Flooring, where style, comfort, and durability begin. Discover the largest selection in town. Classic hardwood, modern vinyl, plush carpets, stunning tile, plus custom showers, backsplashes, and fireplaces. Find the look you love with expert help every step of the way. Walk on excellence, live in comfort with Bolivar Flooring. Located at Carlin Acres, just south of Bolivar off of Highway 13.
Welcome back to Bolivar Liberator Fieldhouse. The Liberators winning here tonight, 67-48 over Springfield Catholic. Josh, you got some post-game stats for us here on the Warwick Electric post-game show?
Absolutely. From a team standpoint, Catholic ended up with 18 team turnovers compared to Liberators 12, and then we out-rebounded Catholic 24-18. So won both of those battles as a team. Overall shooting for Catholic, not real good. Ended up 52% from two, going 14 for 27, and 32% from the three-point line, 6 for 19. And then individual scoring for Catholic, Isley ended up with 3, Morrison 4, Elliott 5, Lewis with 6, Cunningham with 9, and then Ryder Rowden, as we talked about, ended up with 21 points there. So a good night for the older Rowden boy there. And then for the Liberators, overall shooting 61% from 2, with 31 attempts, making 19 of those. And then only 35% from 3, 7 for 20. I would say that we'd like to shoot better from the three-point line in most games, and we just went kind of streaky.
Well, we had 3 at the end, and we were just trying
Yeah. Just a little streaky at times, but when we were hitting, it just seemed like Catholic had no answer, but not quite as good as we wanted there. Let's see. Individual scoring for the Liberators, Pope with 1, Bliss with 4, Adams with 6, Landon Young with 7, Ingold with 8, Giglio with 12, and Wyatt Campbell led all scorers with 29 points, a really good night for the senior, and he got the points from all over the place. I mean, putbacks,
free throw line, 3-point line.
Yeah. He was, let's see, he was 5 for 6 from the free throw line, and then he shot 66% from the 3-point. He was 2 for 3 there. So yeah, just a really good game from Wyatt Campbell. And you talk about balanced scoring, Matt. I think that's the best kind of Liberator basketball. But when you need somebody to step up, there's usually one that does it. It's either Wyatt, you'll see Colton obviously step up and do that. But a big night for Campbell.
Well, we talked about if we get 4 players in double figures. We didn't have that tonight, but we had more. It's been more across the board scoring than I've seen all season. You had Bliss off the bench. You had Canyon Adams. He doesn't score a lot. He gets a half a dozen. So a good job of sharing the ball and balance scoring. Yep. Got a message from Mr. Madley. He said, excellent job tonight. The camera works really good, Kent. So appreciate that. And you can see every play. And he does have the flu. It is going around. Yep. Dwayne, I wasn't scheduled to call the game. I just came to watch. And Josh said, hey, you want to call it? Because Dwayne's sick. So, but a good ball game here tonight for the Liberators. Way to build momentum as they go into the big contest next week with Rogersville.
Yeah, that's Thursday night. It's a super night. Both girls and boys play at Rogersville. That is on the 26th, that Thursday.
And then after that, we'll go into district play. The boys will be right here. The girls will be at Rogersville. And should be a fun time. I was just thinking the other day, I was like, they were talking about March Madness, and I was like, how can we have March Madness? And I looked, that's only a week away. March is a week away. It just goes so fast.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it. I don't mind if January goes by pretty fast, but I want to kind of soak up these spring days that we're having coming up. But yeah, it's going fast. We're going to blink and it's going to be summer.
Yep. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. This is Matt Henderson for Josh Berry, Kent, and Kim, our tech crew. And thank you for watching Bolivar Liberator Basketball on MoSportsZone.com, listening on Your Country 99.
This Bolivar Liberator sports broadcast is made possible by these great sponsors. Be sure to tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator athletics and support of our kids. These sponsors are Bank of Missouri, Bolivar Recreation Center, Southwest Sewer and Septic, Ankrum Law, Mid-Missouri Bank, Warwick Electric, Citizens Memorial Hospital, Roten Cleanworks, CNC Farm and Home Supply, Winfield Tax Service, Hometown Furniture and Mattress, Bolivar Flooring, Butler Funeral Home, Bill Grant Ford, Black Rock Arms, Animal Care Clinic, Oak Star Bank, Farmers Market of Bolivar, and Bolivar Plumbing, Heating and Air. Thanks for listening to this Bolivar Liberator sports broadcast made possible by these proud sponsors. Tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator athletics and the support of our kids.